If God came and told you to do something, and
Yes.
the government of the United States told you to do something else, which would you do?
Let me explain something to you. What's talking to Mr. Green is not God. What's talking to him is down a little bit lower.
His face is like, this is not how I expected it going down.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Priscilla and I escaped a polygamous cult, and this is my cousin Amanda, who also escaped the same cult.
Yes, we're cousins. Can you tell?
Yeah, can you actually? Come here.
I think that for some reason, it feels like we did our makeup the same.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the lip liner. I don't know.
I feel like also the lighting makes it very harsh.
Well, yeah, if you want to watch the first part of this, we filmed it on my channel, and then we saved a little something for you guys on Priscilla's channel.
Mm-hmm. So it's Tom Green and Judge Judy.
Yes.
With his 7 wives and 20 children.
Mm-hmm. If you want more information on Tom Green, we'll leave it linked down below. Just to give everyone a briefing, he did end up joining our cult right before he passed away of COVID. If you want more information on that, link down below. But without further ado, let's watch Judge Judy rip him a new one.
You have 7 wives. Mm-hmm. You're 48 years old. Mm-hmm. According to your answer, I needed a scorecard in my head. Let's see if I've got some of the facts right. You married 3 sets of sisters.
Mm-hmm. Ew. So 3 sets of sisters means 6 of his wives?
Mm-hmm. Are sisters.
Wow.
Like sisters, and then sisters, and then sisters.
That's so weird.
And he's like, and all the wives are like with their smug smiles.
Here's the thing. So if you watch the last one we just recorded, a lot of the arguments they have is that, well, God said. Don't you think God would give you a bigger pool of people if it was so righteous? Why would God only be directing you to marry this one and then all of a sudden the sister? And then all of a sudden this one's sister. Why wouldn't he be directing you to marry someone all the way across the world?
That's what I noticed about people in the order too. Like, if someone in this family marries someone in this family, suddenly his brother's marrying her sister, and like they're just staying within the family because it's who they're around. It's not anything to do with they got specifically direction on that person
from Heavenly Father. And even my dad is a prime example. He marries my mom's older sister. They're coming over to the house all the time, seeing my mom's babysitting their kids. All of a sudden my dad has a premonition from the Lord that he's supposed to marry my mom, which is his wife's younger sister,
which it's like the oldest tale in the book. Like, the man falls in love with the babysitter who happens to be his wife's sister. Like, that's crazy.
Your 2 youngest wives are your 2 stepdaughters from your 4th wife. Is that right?
Not exactly right.
Well, let me look at your answer, sir.
Right.
You say your 2 youngest wives are the children of your 4th wife, June.
That's correct.
But they're not my youngest wives.
And one of them he married before he married you.
You see, it wasn't that I married my stepdaughter, it was that I married my mother-in-law.
I feel like he's focusing on he's just trying to distract.
Like, actually,
I have younger ones. Bring them out, boys. They're like babies. That's not funny.
And one of them he married before he married you.
You see, it wasn't that I married my stepdaughter, it was that I married my mother-in-law.
Oh, like it makes it any better. Just shut up, Tom. It's just so you know.
She gave me her daughter first, and then
she gave me herself. Ew, what is it that this man has? I honestly think, I don't even want to say he has anything. I want to say he knows how to pick the women that are in the right environments that are going to believe this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And so because I don't want to believe that he's talented in any way. If you have seen a video of him talking on stage at church, you'll know what I'm talking about. He is so dull. He is so boring. Even the kids in the crowds are crying to get out. I'll insert a clip in there so you can see.
I do remember my grandmother, though, telling me stories about going to Canada when she was 5 years old in a covered wagon. Her father had married her mother in 1885.
So we're just going to chalk it up to that. He just knows how to pick them.
You're right, exactly.
And not to say that, see, these women were just withheld education. They were withheld options and a greater life. And that's why they wound up with someone like him.
Right, or even just how they were raised. Like us, we were very much more susceptible to manipulation and gaslighting when we left, because that's what we experienced growing up.
Right. And remember, to give some context, this girl right here was the one that Tom Green went to prison for because he got her pregnant when she was 14. So she's young. A lot of these wives were young when he got them in his clenches.
So you were married to one of June's children first.
Yes.
And how old was that child when you married
was
her?
her daughter?
How old was the child when you married her?
Her daughter. Her daughter
Yeah.
was...
I love
Her
that she's
daughter.
saying-
Like, answer the motherfucking question, bro.
And it is her child. It is her child.
He's
so
like, her daughter. She's like, you know what I'm fucking asking you.
When you married her?
Her daughter. Her daughter was 15.
So child. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. I hate this too, or a lot of polygamists will do this. They will parentify the kids so much so that they will hold the child accountable for something the man is doing. Well, she wanted it.
Mm-hmm. And how old were you?
I was in my mid-30s.
Okay. And then after you married that child at age 15, then you married her mother.
I can see you
June.
I can see you like stigmatizing them by saying child.
Stigma.
Oh, that's why he kept saying her daughter instead of, because she was saying child.
Yeah.
I was like, why is he not just answering the question?
Because he doesn't want to be labeled as a child predator,
He's
which is
like-
exactly what he is.
Well, sir,
In
I've
our
had 5
state-
children. A 14, a 15-year-old. You married your second wife, Linda, when she was 14. You married your third wife, Shirley, when she was 15, according to your answer. Mm-hmm. You married your 5th wife, Leanne, when she was 14.
So yeah, anyone who's wondering how Tom Green got all these wives to marry, he groomed children.
Right.
That's what this whole thing is, and he's publicly talking about it. It's crazy.
Right. And the 14-year-old, the 5th wife, had to be what, like 12 or 13 when he met her, because first he married the first daughter, then the mom, then the other girl when she was 14.
That's a good point. Putting into context as well, he was, while marrying these young girls, grooming the next girls that were even younger. That is so disgusting. And he has the audacity to be like, you keep what's the word he used?
You keep stigmatizing. I think, child.
I'm the victim here.
He's like, I don't appreciate that.
The only victim you are of, sir, is those thick ass glasses and your ponytail. I want to swing it round and round and round.
Those dominant. He definitely fits the part. He looks like he is
a pedophile.
Yes.
You married your 6th wife, Carrie, when she was 15. And you married Hannah, wife number 7, when she was 14. Where's Hannah?
Oh, good news. This one actually did leave him, and she wrote a book. She just came out with it last year.
You're 19 now.
Yes.
You have 1 child.
Yes.
And where's Carrie?
Right here.
And you're 21 now, and you have 2 children.
I'm 20 and I have 2 children. Yes.
And Leanne,
Right here.
you're 22. You have 3 children. You were 14 when you got married. Is that right?
And it's so crazy because they look like they're 14 in this, but they're 19, 20, and 22. Like, how young did they look when they actually were 14? That's crazy. I don't understand men.
I know. The thought of even having to date someone who's 25.
Yeah, my age. I'm like, grow up.
Yep. Seriously. I think the youngest I've ever dated was a guy who was born the same month as me.
The youngest guy I dated was the one from Georgia. I think I talked about him in a different episode, but he was from Georgia, and he thought it was okay for him to say the N-word, call people the N-word.
Oh my gosh.
With a hard R.
See, that's the thing, is I'm not interested in being your mother. Mm-hmm. And I think that that's the difference between us and these men, is these men see these young girls that are naive as an opportunity for them to swoop in and manipulate and brainwash them.
Yeah.
Gross. Okay, continue.
Polygamy is against the law. Against the law in the country where you choose to live.
I don't think so.
Well, tell me why you don't think so.
I don't think there's a law in the U.S. Code against polygamy.
Well, it is
there
against the law in every jurisdiction, in every individual jurisdiction in this country, sir.
It's against the law to have more than one marriage license and assume to have both of them valid, but it's not against the law to enter into a relationship with more than one person.
That's true. So then, oh, that's true. We have a lot of people who have a lot of relationships, Mr. Green.
That's true.
But you, according to your answer...
He's such an idiot, because he's like, oh, I don't have more than one. I don't have more than one marriage license, but you're with more than one little girl, and the only way you can get away with one of them is if their parents give you permission to marry them, and you have sexual relations after you're married.
He's sitting there being like, you can't have a marriage license. Well, you're probably having a celestial little ceremony to all of your wives because you want them to be your wives. So, I don't know. There was this argument where people were like, well, they should just legalize it. They should just legalize it. I think if polygamy was legal, these people still would not be legally marrying their wives because they can get more food stamp fraud. They can get more money from the government. So, them even arguing, because I was that kid in the rallies holding up those stupid signs that said, I love all my moms. Remember those signs so here's what they would do. This is so off topic, but they would take us polygamous kids, round us up into their polyg rigs, get us to whatever function was happening at the state capitol for polygamy, and they would hand us signs that said, I love all my moms, and families, not felons, all these kind of mantras that they made up, copy paste, handed them out, and they had us like trying to rally, being like, we're happy living polygamy, even though I was a kid, not
like, we're happy.
I remember as a kid looking up, trying to read the sign that they gave me. I'm like, what side am I on? But even though we went to all those rallies, I can guarantee you if it was legal, they would not be legally marrying them, because one, half of them are related to them, and two, they get more benefits by not being legally married.
Yeah, because incest is still illegal regardless of whether they could have more than one wife. Like, they're still not going to legally marry them because it's their family.
Yeah, whether you marry one sister or three, okay, you still can't legally marry them.
Yeah.
Okay, glad we cleared that up.
But you, according to your answer, refer to these people as wife numbers 1 through 7.
Are we going to talk about my definition of my relationship or the laws? If you want to talk about the laws, I don't have a marriage license with any of these ladies. So
why is he sitting there trying to judge Judy? Okay, this ain't your show, Tom Green.
So in essence, they're all mistresses.
He's so
Any
annoying.
of these ladies. So in essence, they're all mistresses. Am I the only man in America to have a mistress? Or more than one?
All right.
Are there laws against that? You see, in Utah,
so that what you're saying, Mr. Green,
Judge,
is
in
just a
Utah,
second.
I can't stand how much he interrupts her. It just goes to show he interrupts his wives a lot.
Right.
And he's used to it.
They would never even try to say anything while he's talking.
But Judge is like...
He's not used to women talking over him, and that's why he keeps talking. He's like, let me get my point out. But, like, you're the one here being judged right now.
Literally. It's called Judge Judy, not Judge Green. Idiots.
What you're saying, Mr. Green, is that you're not married to any of these women.
in my mind, I'm married. Our relationship is the same as if it was a marriage sanctioned by the government, but I don't believe that we require a governmental sanction to make a successful relationship.
Oh.
If the government wanted to arrest us and come after us, they would have to arrest everyone that was cohabitating without a marriage license.
Oh, well, I see you've got this down pretty pat. Mr. Green?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me some other things about you, sir. Tell me what you do for a living.
I sell magazines.
Okay.
So
Even his face was like, okay.
Like, how do I say this that doesn't sound like a loser? All jobs are a great job. I just don't like him, so I'm making fun of it.
Well, it's not paying the bills for his 7 billion families, okay?
For his 20 kids and 7 wives. Like, bro, did you not go to school? Did you not learn anything besides... I mean, I guess he could sell polygamy. He could sell a magazine.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe he got on Judge Judy because he needed the money. Maybe that's what it is.
But then it ended up, like, bringing more attention to him, and he got
he ends up in prison.
He's like, dang it.
This is, like, physically hurting my head to watch this. The tomfoolery. Okay, let's go.
You're an independent contractor?
Yes.
Did you file tax returns last year?
Yes.
How much did you earn?
That's personal.
No, it's not. You're under oath. I asked you a question. How much did you earn when you filed your tax returns last year, sir?
I refuse to discuss my personal finances.
Wow.
He's fine discussing how many women he sleeps with and how many kids he has, but he stops himself at his personal finances.
He will call his wives mistresses on air. Disrespect. I think that's disrespectful what he did. Okay. Yet he won't talk about his finances because it's probably a very embarrassingly low amount.
Either he makes enough or he makes a lot of money and they don't need the government assistance, so he's trying to continue getting it. Or
I doubt that one.
Or he makes just a teeny tiny bit of money and he's relying on the government assistance.
Yeah.
That's
I do
crazy.
remember watching a documentary on Tom Green, and he talks about how the wives helped put their money together to get him a nice courting shirt so that he could court the new bride. Like, their priorities are, you really should have your priorities in your yearly income rather than putting money together towards a courting shirt.
Right. To get a new wife.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I would love to talk to, if any of his wives who have left him are watching this and you want to talk, would love to talk to you about what kind of things he said to you to get you excited to get a new wife. Because I personally, and I know it's so easy as an outsider looking in, I know that if I was actually in it, it would be like the thing at the forefront of my brain every single day, right? Being a wife, being a good mother, competing with the other wives. I know that life. I lived that in order. Well, at least I watched my mom live it. But I just would have so many questions as to, like, what did he say to you and how did it work, and what kind of things did he say that made you fully believe that this is of God? Especially when it's like your sister and what kind of background, right? Because I know every single woman here came from a background where marrying Tom Green wasn't the craziest thing in their life,
Yeah.
But it's so easy as an outsider looking in being like, the craziest thing in the friggin' world is having to spend 2 seconds with that fathermucker. Mm-hmm. But anyways, leave your comments down below if you liked this and if there's anything else you would like to see us react to. I'm gonna have you I just want you guys to see Tom Green talking on the order stage, okay? Like, I have a whole video on that just to give you guys more context of, oh man.
We'll add in a tiny clip and then I will link Amanda's full video on Tom Green so you guys can go check that out.
Yeah, trust me, you won't watch the whole thing.
You'll be like,
You'll think these women are saints for being married to that.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you guys for watching.
Thank you. Let us know if there's anything else you guys want to see. We've been talking about reacting to more of our Escaping Polygamy episodes.
Yeah, you guys seem to like that.
It's so cringy. I'm not looking forward to watching the interview, but if you guys want to see that, then we'll react to that as well.
Yeah, because only ones you guys saw was Priscilla's escape where she doesn't say a single word. Oh, the light just went out.
Okay, anyway, let's finish. I'm literally just running and that's it. You just see me from a distance, but oh my gosh, the rest of it, I'm gonna want to die. But anyway, thank you so much for watching.
And comment down below that you want to see her react to herself.
Oh my god. Okay, bye.
Okay, love you guys. Bye.